Go. I wasn't sure everything was right. A quick refresh never hurts. Yeah, little Toby dog. I see a big difference in him at 3 years old than I did at 2 years old. I see a big difference in him now than I did at least probably 6 months ago. He's so thin now. He's thinned up. He lost all his baby weight with a little help from some dieting. His hair's all poofy right now in the back, but when it's straight down, you can see how thin he is. He's at his fighting weight. He's at a good weight. You know, when dogs are overweight, they don't live as long. It impacts their health really bad, I guess. Come on, Tobe, let's start heading towards home. We're on a very, very short live stream today. We're probably going to stay another half hour, if that. Depends on what time we make it back to the house. Here's our boy. Look at the lions, cool. 2 lions. Pretty cool. Oh, and they're left and right also. Look, they got opposite feet sticking up. They're a left and right pair. See? That's pretty neat. I wonder where they found them. Usually you see they're all the same. And not a left or a right, but that one had a left and a right. That's pretty cool. Come on, good morning. Thanks. It's Toby. He just turned 3 2 days ago. Yeah. Little Toby dog. Little Toby dog. I am seeing 0 millions in the building. 0 millions. 0 millions. Toby, looks like we're walking by ourselves today. Still gotta walk. Whether we walk alone or with a crowd, we still gotta walk. I see a few numbers popping in every once in a while. I appreciate a couple seconds you stop in and check on us. I know we're not for everyone. Yeah, you know, get away from there. There's gonna be a skunk under there, Tobe. That's Skunk City right there, buddy. We don't need that. Can you imagine on a day like today, Toby got skunked? Come. We're doing okay, Assad. We're doing okay. Stressed out from work. But other than that, everything's great, man. Can't complain. Look what side of the grass we're on. We're on the right side of the grass. We're not underneath it. So it can't be that bad, right? How are you today, Assad? How's the baby girls? Man. Did you hear me earlier when I said I got that email? Collaborations? That'd be fun. We're in a really old neighborhood today, older than mine. The traffic's a bear. You can see the cars are bumper to bumper there. Come on, Toby. Everybody's trying to get over one bridge. Where they used to cross 4 bridges, now they're trying to cross 1. It's a nightmare. I can't even get from north side of town to the south side of town. From the south side to the north side, what used to take just a few minutes, now it's like 15 minutes. You can't get across the river. They got the stoplights on super extended. The politicians in this town are idiots. Holy cow. Look at that. Right? There used to be a couple houses right here. It's been so long since I've been through here, I didn't notice that they were gone. A high school friend of my sister's lived there in a house that was right there. And now it's gone completely. Things change. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Apple, how's it going? It's the first time I remember seeing your name in here. Welcome. This is my dog, Toby. I'm Titlepro. And we live stream just walking through town. Not just, but live stream and chat. One guy's about to go to school and the other guy's frying chicken nuggets. All around the world, things go on. When I was a terrible story here, when I was a teenager, we walked through here on our way to high school. And in the mornings, they got their milk delivery. Geez, now I'm telling on me and my buddies. They'd get their milk deliveries every morning, and on the way to school, we were really poor kids. We didn't have no milk money, but we'd stop and because the milk delivery would leave crates outside here. We'd stop and grab a couple milk on the way to school. Bad kids. Bad kids. Bad poor kids. Shout out. Apple A, what's happening? What is 200 PING? 200 ping. Come on, Toby boy. The channel's about Toby. Anyway, usually I just show Toby as we walk, as we play. If you check out our channel, there's all kinds of videos on just Toby in the garden. Now, it's the time of the year that the female dogs are in heat. So this is when I know I can't pull him away from it. I'm betting a female dog peed right here, and he's all on it. Dog got 100 times more sensitive glands than humans. I could tell it's female because he's shaking. He's shaking, and when he gets up and when he finally leaves it alone, his mouth and his lips will be twitching. He's funny. He gets all excited. His legs are shaking right now. Come on, Toby. That's what messed us up at the dog show this last weekend, was that all those dogs are in heat in the ring, come up behind them. On Sunday, the minute we stepped in the ring, he put his nose to the ground, started sniffing, and I had to drag him away from the entryway, the gate, literally drag him. The judge looked at me, and he stood there. And I was trying to pick the dog's head up so he'd stand right, so he would stack up, and he just would not raise his head. And finally the judge says, "Are you ready, sir?" And I says, "As ready as I'll ever be." And I had to drag him just to get him to take a couple of steps. It was terrible. So we didn't win anything on Sunday. On Saturday, he moved really good. We were like the third breed in the ring, and the breeds before us, there was only, I think there was 3 breeds before us, but there was only 7 dogs or something like that, and 2 of the breeds didn't show up. Nobody showed up for 2 of the breeds, so there was only 1 breed ahead of us, and so there was very limited amount of dogs that had been through the ring before we got in it. So there wasn't all the butt sense in there. But then on Sunday, after Saturday, it sure was full of scenting, because all the dogs were doing it. Even the female dog that won on Saturday, that won our breed on Saturday, she had her nose to the ground, and her owner had to drag her, and she ran all goofy. She's a grand champion. She ran all goofy. Toby ran all goofy. And the dog that we beat on Saturday beat us both on Sunday. The dog that lost didn't get a thing on Saturday, won best of breed on Sunday. Isn't that crazy? But it was a different judge. All the judges see things different. I appreciate that, Assad. Everybody double tap on screen and like and subscribe. I appreciate that. You don't have to. If you like, you like. If you don't, you don't. You may like it one time and not subscribe, because you might not like it the next time. We're just on our way back. You can see fall is here. You can see the leaves. Look at the leaves everywhere. This is nothing. It's going to get all these leaves. They'll get a foot thick some places. Come on, Tobe, let's go this way. This is what it sounds like when you're walking through the leaves. That's the sound you'll hear for the next month while we're walking. When all the leaves come down out of all the trees. That's when you know it's fall. Hey, Nate, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. We're good today. Appreciate the like. How's your day going? How is Saudi? We had to wait a half hour into our walk to start live streaming because it was so dark out this morning. It was super dark. Even though there was no clouds. Here's some more of them leaves. I like leaves. I like crunching through the leaves. Takes me back to childhood when I was a little kid, playing in the leaves. Oh, look at that, sticking right out of the ground. That's not cool. Good thing I didn't walk past there in the dark. That would have hit me right in the well, no, below the you-know-whats. I guess I was safe. Toby, come here. Come here, say hi to Nate. Yay, say hi to Natey. Say hi to Nate. Look. Yeah. Hi. Does that say Alice? Alice's English Club. How's it going? Thanks for coming by. We're just out on our walk. Not just, but this is our main live stream activity every day when we can get on. We walk and talk, where we used to just walk, no talk. Now we've thrown in the talk. Oh, Assad says he's got a new Toby trailer coming soon in the Halloween theme. That'll be cool. That's old restaurant here in town. I remember coming, another memory. When we were little kids, we came here for Italian steak sandwiches. and we'd order them we're talking like early 1970s. We lived, uh, maybe half mile from here. And I was just a little kid, and mom would send me and my sister with the empty milk bottles. There was a dairy right here, a milk dairy, and store. And mom would send us with the empty glass milk bottles to get the deposit, and with the deposit money, and she'd give us a few extra bucks. My sister would one of us would do one, and would do the other. One would come over here and get the sandwiches, and the other would stay at the dairy and get milkshakes, and then would walk home and have dinner or lunch, whatever. And now my best memory of that activity was I was in the 5th grade, or going into the 5th grade, and we begged mom, please let's go get a steak sandwich and milkshake, and she said, okay, go ahead. So I said, oh, I'm gonna ride my bike, and I had this great big giant bike. It was too big for me, and I rode down. I got the sandwiches and the milkshakes, and I was riding home. Got over by the YMCA, and I hit a pothole on my front tire of my bicycle, and I went head over heels over head, whichever way, and dropped everything. The milkshake splattered. Come on, little Toby, look at that little cat cage coming out of the house. That is so neat, so they don't lose their cat. That's pretty cool. We were still able to eat the sandwiches. Mom was mad. Morning. Mom was mad as hell that I dropped the milkshakes. Oh, I don't think I saw it, Assad. Oh, Alice, we're in Michigan, just 100 miles north of Detroit. It used to be a sleepy little town, but it's not. Look at that. We showed this new construction the other day, and I was saying that I can't believe somebody's building new construction among all these 100-year-old houses. It's crazy. Who would do that? You take your insurance money when your house burns down and you move to the suburbs. You don't build another house right there. I'm surprised there was even enough space. Assad, I saw an email. I read that last night. I'll have to look on my community page to see the picture. Yeah, it's an old area. Old area town. There's some newer little houses in here. Those are probably 1950s. That on the corner is 1970s, late 60s. But the rest of these are all, on this side of the street, these are all 100-year-old jobs or more. My house was built in 1917. It was the first house on the block with indoor plumbing and a telephone. We still got the same telephone number from the first original phone, and we've got, you know those candlestick phones that are 2-piece? Well, they're all 2-piece. We still got the original candlestick phone from when the telephone was first put in the house. There's an old wall phone in the basement that's a rotary. It's a metal rotary phone. Ooh, smell the marijuana. Whew. It's green marijuana. It's growing. Somebody here's got one of these 4 houses. Here's a grow house. It's legal here, so they take advantage of it. It's so strong, I bet they're growing it outside. Oh, where am I? There's some tall fences here that's probably growing outside. Come on, Toby. Wow. Pretty potent. gonna catch a buzz just walking down the street. Yeah, yeah. It's a family house from way back when. There's no like, it's not full of antiques or original furnishings or nothing. Everything was sold off during the years, but we still got a few things in there. Yeah, the original phone number with Bell Telephone, and it's still a landline. And for the last 3 years, I've been getting a letter every other month from them. They want us to switch to their new, oh, what do they call it? Oh, there's my friend Ron's house. Cellular service. And we just got a letter last week that said that they're not gonna install any new landlines. That if you got one and you get rid of it, you're done. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep mine. It might be worth money later on. Sell my landline. $3 million in the house. Where are you at, Alice? Where do you live? Whereabouts? Like I said, I'm here in Michigan. Assad, my buddy Assad there, is in Pakistan. He is Toby's #1 fan. He uses likenesses of Toby in his games. It's pretty cool. It's very cool. Check out his site. He's a gamer, and he live streams daily, playing games on different games on different what do they call them, systems. I'm not a gamer. I don't know all the terms or anything, but you should check out his channel. He's got an online store too. He's got some Toby mugs that I'm about to order. I'll do it this weekend. Hey, Tobe. Hey, Tobe. Hey, little buddy. Toby's birthday was 2 days ago. Old man of 3 years now. 3 years old. He's such a good boy. Oh, you're in Mexico? Originally from the West Coast. What? Wow. Living in Mexico. Is it inexpensive to live there as people claim? I'm thinking it's going to be too expensive to live here in retirement time. I see the Americans living abroad on YouTube, living here, living there, saying how cheap it is to live. I don't know if I could move away from family like that though. I need to see my family. I'm weak. What do you do in Mexico? Whew, I wonder what happened here. Here we got a memorial. I've never seen this. We've walked past here multiple times too. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. I wonder if there was an accident here. This wasn't here last week because we come through here. Come on, Tobe. Come on, little buddy. We come through here all the time. Yeah, sun's up good now. Once we cross this street here, we'll be in what I consider my neighborhood. You can see how old the houses are around here. I was a young kid when I bought my house. I was like 19 years old, maybe 20. Maybe 20. I'd have to look back. Anyway, I was just so happy to get a decent place with on a good deal that it never occurred to me to think about like how big the yard was or where it's on a corner. So you're limited to fencing, all kinds of stuff I didn't know when I was a young guy. But it's now that the kids are grown and gone, it's just me and my dog and a cat. No need to move now. But I'd surely like a bigger yard. I never thought about that when I was a kid. How's everybody's day so far? I know my friends in Kenya, it's 7 hours difference, and I believe Assad is 6 hours difference. It's 7:30 here, so it must be 1:30 there, Assad. And New Mexico, that would be a couple hours behind, because I'm on the East Coast. Not East Coast, but Eastern time zone. It is about 7:30 here. I'm 2 hours ahead from the future. We are from the future, Alice, Toby, and I. Now, when I was a teenager, and for all these neighborhoods in this town, they had their own little business areas. Believe it or not, because the neighborhoods back in the 1800s and early 1900s were settled. How do you say it? Ethnically. The Polish people stayed together. The German people stayed together. The Italians, the French, the Mexicans, the blacks. Everybody had their own neighborhoods. And every neighborhood had stores, their own butcher shops, barber shops, corner stores, grocery, whatever. And this was the area of our neighborhood stores. There's one there. I don't know how long ago that was the store. But when I was a teenager in high school, this was still a store. And it was run, the family that owned it was kids I knew from school, their family owned it. And they ran it, and it was just a little corner store. And then up here on this corner, that white building, that was Ollie's barber shop. And I think he was there over 50 years. Good over 50 years. He started as a young man and he ended there. I'm thinking he was late 70s, early 80s when he come out of here. I went there for haircuts once I moved to this neighborhood. I went there for haircuts. My kids went there for haircuts. My number 2 son, the youngest son, he actually got kicked out of there when he was little, like 8 years old, 7 years old, because I had sent him with his older brother. Go here, take your little brother down and get haircuts. And little Andrew, he was wild child. He was bouncing around, and old Ollie's told him, "Get out of here. Take your brother and get out of here." That's funny. Now it's a she shed. After 50, 60 years of being a men's barber shop, now it's a woman's playpen. That's hilarious. Ollie retired, moved up north to. They always had a house up in south of Tawas in Augrey, and I've been up there. I didn't know him. Like to go visit him, but I knew people up there that when we went up there, we saw him. You know what I mean? But he retired up there, him and his wife. I'm sure they've passed on by now. That was over 20 years ago. There was another store down the next block, a bakery had been there 100 years, and that just closed up and moved. It didn't close, it moved. They moved downtown. They'll get more business down there. They moved downtown between 2 of the busiest streets. Oh yeah, easily 50 years he was there. I've got relatives that went there when they were young men that knew him for 50 years, 60 years. There's a lot of old people here. This is, well, I guess like every other place, a lot of old people. That's nothing, Assad. I've lived in my house for 42 years. I mean, I don't mean that that's nothing because 50 years is longer than what I've been there, but I've been in my spot for 42 years. It's amazing because before that, my dad, we were all over. I lived in so many different places before I moved here. Before I moved into that house, it was crazy. I like what this guy's done up here with his yard. He put all kinds of brickwork in, and the city put a new driveway in where he put all brickwork, but the rest of his driveway's brickwork. This is really nice here. Come on, come on, not here. No, we don't pee on this. We don't pee here on this guy's flowers. Assad, I'm sure you've been where you're at all your life too, right? You'll be able to say that soon when you in a few years too, right? Rick. We'll go a couple more blocks. First we went north, then we came south, now we're headed west. I appreciate you sticking around and helping us with our WH, Nate. Till we found a squirrel. I was saying earlier how he wasn't chasing him so hard and he just took off after something. That car's sitting on flat tires. Toby thinks he's got a squirrel up there. I think I saw it run across the street. I didn't know you were a hunting dog, Toby. I didn't know you were a hunting dog, Toby. Now, if he would move like that in the show ring, we'd win every show. He doesn't move with authority like that in a show ring. How long have I had this channel? I've had this channel since 2012 or 11 or something like that, I think. But we just started posting last February, the end of last February, like the last weekend of February. Yeah, Toby does dog shows. He this last weekend we got on Saturday. He won best of opposite sex of best of breed. A girl dog won the best of breed, and he was the best male. And let me think. The show before that, I can't even remember. I think we got a point there too. With yeah, we did. We got a point. We won what was it? Best of winners, I believe. I don't remember if we got the best op that day too. We got best of winners that day and got a point. We're working towards our championship. He's a really good dog. He looks really good after he comes. I don't groom him myself other than just normal bathing and nail clipping. I don't cut his hair or nothing, but I send him to a groomer. February 2025. He looks spectacular when he comes home from the groomer. Right now he's all dirty and dusty. But he was at the groomer on Friday, and he looked like $1 million for Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, he was all full of mud again. Yesterday, I'm supposed to wash his legs every day. I didn't wash them Monday, but yesterday I did. I couldn't even get all the mud out of him. He likes to dig and roll around. He's got a couple deep holes in the yard that he lays in and watches what's going on, and then he hops out of it when he's gonna chase and bark at something. Yeah, we just started posting. It hasn't even been a year yet, and I think we've got 725 or something, 717, 727, something like that. Might be 717 subscribers. We're over 1,000 watch hours, but not much over 1,000. We're not real. I keep saying we, like Toby, like Toby helps, but I work a full-time job, and it's hard for me to stay on constantly posting because YouTube's more than a full-time job. It's like a 24/7 job, and if you got a regular job, well, something's gonna suffer. So my YouTube suffers. Well, not suffers. If eventually we get monetized, that's cool. But if not, that's cool too. It's not what we set out to do. We just set out to. I set out to share Toby with everybody because he's such a good dog. And make friends. I appreciate that, Alice. We try. I say we're not for everybody, and I don't take offense or nothing to somebody not liking my channel or typing. Every once in a while, we'll get a comment. I don't mind. It's cool. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you like it, I love you. We've got a lot of friends that come. Today's kind of a slow morning. A lot of the people that come by haven't been by yet today. I was looking at the analytics that says when your viewers are on YouTube, and the analytics tell me that Wednesdays are my best days from 7 till noon. Yeah, I don't mind the trolls. It's how you say it? It's a view when they click on you. You get a view from them, and then however long they're on your site, you're getting some watch time. So yeah, come. And plus, usually them trolls are pretty funny. If they get vulgar, we just bounce them out. I don't think I've ever bounced anybody out. We've only been, let me think. We've only been live streaming for maybe 3 months now. You know, you got to get to that 500, the 500 subs before you can live stream. Look at a kitty. Look at a kitty. Come on, Toby. Toby likes cats. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, it's all good for the algorithm. Come on, Tobes. It's all engagement. Even if they're ignorant, it's engagement. There's another kitty. Come on, little buddy. Oh, here's a garden. Our garden's still producing tomatoes and eggplants. There's some baby cucumbers out, but I don't know if they're going to grow. It's pretty chilly out. It's been down in the 50s. I think the low tonight is going to be in the 40s. Ooh, smell that smell. Ooh, that smell. We usually smell the marijuana a couple of times in the morning when we're walking. Every once in a while, we pass people sitting on their porch smoking. But it's usually the growing stuff that we smell. Sorry for the shaky camera, folks. I bounce. I bounce a lot when I walk, I guess. Come on, Bubba. Come on. We're not chasing that squirrel. Come on. It's like flying a kite. Today he's on the retractable. Last couple of days we walked with the 6-foot lead on a nut collar. He's got on a harness today. Today's kind of a free day walk. He's not off leash, but he pretty much doing what he wants to do. The dog before Toby, he was an off leash dog. You could go anywhere in any situation with that dog, and that dog was right there. Border collies. He was a border collie Aussie Shepherd mix, and border collies being herding dogs, they don't walk a straight path down the sidewalk. You know what I mean? They're all over. And that dog, his name was Charlie Boy, and we walked all these same streets with him. I did, and he would get about from here to that telephone pole ahead of me, on the left there, and I'd give him and he'd make a circle like he was tagging up in baseball. He'd circle back, and then he'd start his little trot again, and he'd work his way back out that far, and then he'd circle back. He was really fun to be with. And then if he chased a squirrel or a rabbit, I could holler at him to stop, and he would stop in his tracks, come right back. This boy here, no. No, not yet. He can do some off leash in the yard, but I only do that in the afternoon when the squirrels are not out and the rabbits are not out, because I don't need him running out in the middle of the street chasing a squirrel or a rabbit. Ooh, I'm at 7%, folks. We may be ending real soon. I didn't charge my phone up last night, so we're down to 7%. Hey, Wakesho, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. You see our boys out this morning. We're in the daylight today. We started walking at the same time, but well, no, we started at 6 today. And I think I turned the live stream on at 7. A little before 7. We're on our way home right now. We've been walking and walking and walking. Yeah, hey Alice, I'm gonna... Usually we wait till we've seen you in here a few times before we put you on the blue jacket. But we're gonna hook you up today. How's that? Nice blue jacket, keep you warm on a cold morning like this, and it'll help you check out everybody else's channel, make it easier. Anybody you see on my channel is good people. They're good people, and they're all content creators. Assad, like I was saying earlier, he's a content creator. Wakesha Auto that just came in here, she's a content creator. She puts out village life videos. She lives in a village in Kenya, and she puts out great cooking and home life videos. Oh my goodness. Anybody you come across when you're in my live streams, they're all content creators. Not very many that aren't come by. And everybody's worth connecting to because they put out good content. 99% of them are monetized channels. So if you go to visit, it's good to subscribe and watch some of their videos. Watch the ads. Always watch people's ads. Are you a content creator, Alice? We're down to 6. When we get down to 2, I'll say goodbye. But I think we just may make it home. These new cell phones, they really got good batteries on them now. When I left the house and looked at it, it was at 29%. And we've been streaming for almost an hour. We're minutes short of an hour. Oh, you've been posting a few years? I'll check you out. If you do me a favor and if you get a minute, if you could go to one of my shorts or videos and leave a comment, so I can find your channel back. I can't go right now, obviously, and I'll come check you out. We grow together. Here's this empty lot. Here was a house not too long ago. I think it's only been an empty lot for 2 years now. House burned down. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't buy it. It's got a nice garage, really nice garage. If it was only a block from the house, I would jump on it. But it's 3 blocks from the house, 4 blocks. So it's too far. But if it was across the street or next door, holy smokes, I would have fruit trees and the biggest garden. I call this a boulevard, even though it doesn't have a separation, because look how wide it is from the sidewalk to the street. And here in the city, you can, as long as you don't plant certain things, noxious plants, you can plant anything you want out there. You can walk this whole distance of this street and not anybody's got any kind of garden out here between the sidewalk and the curb. It's huge. You could plant so much. You could feed your family. You could the block. Not to mention fruit trees. We got 2 new fruit trees. We still haven't gotten fruit off them. The apple tree we got last year, and there was a couple early frosts this year, so nobody got fruit. Even my neighbor across the street didn't get any fruit on his trees. He's got a bunch of trees. And we got a peach tree this year because the peach tree we got last year died over winter. It didn't. I don't think it got enough sunlight. It wasn't that close to the house, but in the wintertime, the sun doesn't shine on that side of the house. Hey, Anastasia, how's it going? How's it going? Did you go to Shamba today, or did you go to the market? Anna, I've got 4% battery. I didn't charge before we left the house. I should have put on a charger last night, overnight, but sheesh, I went to bed at midnight, forgot all about it. Too many things on my mind. So we're about done. Plus, we're almost back to the house. We started an hour ago. We're at 63 minutes right now. Oh, he went to the market today. Cool. Toby, say hi to Anna. Toby, say hi to Anna. Yeah. Look, that guy didn't even stop. He didn't even pretend to stop. He didn't even pretend to stop at that stop sign. Oh, you didn't have power? That's too bad. I can't believe that the government doesn't do anything, regulate them power companies and make sure that they deliver power to the customers. Hey, Alice Anastasia is another content creator. She's also in Kenya, and she lives in a little town an hour or two north of Nairobi. She's a greengrocer. She's got a little shop that she sells vegetables out of, and she also creates stuff. Like right now, she's working beadwork. Look at Toby. There's a squirrel up in a tree. You're never gonna get him. He's not gonna come down and get you. He's not gonna come down and let you get him. Yeah, I thought about bringing that power bank, but that's one more thing to carry. I didn't want to carry it. They're not exactly light. My number 2 son, he's got a power bank that's the size of like a small cell phone, like a credit card size, but a little bit thicker, and it can jumpstart his car. They're that powerful. But mine's a big old one, and it's real heavy. Not real heavy, but nothing you want in your pocket while you're walking. It weighs more than the cell phone. I don't even carry a wallet when I'm walking. I just put my couple of dollars and my ID in my pocket. That way they can identify the body, or I can get a cab ride home. I've had to call for rides before. I'm not gonna laugh too much. I've had to call for rides where I got too far. I got real far from home, and or really not even far from home once. But I've got these bad knees, and Toby likes to pull on the leash, on the 6-foot leash, and when he's pulling, it puts too much stress on my knees. Or if I twist a knee, I've had to sit on the curb and wait for someone to come get me, take me home, take me and my dog home because I can't walk no more. It's been a while though. Geez, I don't even know who I'd call now.